Imagine this. You're at a gathering, and someone you know, a colleague perhaps, approaches you with a smile. They congratulate you on a recent accomplishment, but as they speak, you notice something odd. Their words are kind, even flattering, but there's an undertone, a subtle feeling that makes you question the sincerity behind the praise. You leave the conversation feeling uneasy, wondering if the compliment was truly genuine or if it masked something darker, envy perhaps, or even deceit. We've all experienced moments like this, where the surface interactions in our lives don't quite match the emotions we sense beneath them. These are moments when envy and falsehood might be at play, subtly influencing our relationships and our emotional well-being. The question is, how do we navigate these situations? How can we see through the masks that others wear and protect our own peace of mind? The answer lies in the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Rooted in logic, virtue, and emotional resilience, Stoicism offers powerful insights into human nature, helping us to recognize and navigate the hidden dynamics that can undermine our relationships. Today, we're going to delve deep into the Stoic toolkit and explore 13 powerful concepts that will help you discern envy and falsehood in others. By the end of this journey, you'll be better equipped to maintain your emotional strength, cultivate authentic connections, and live a life guided by wisdom and inner peace. Number 1. The barbed compliment. Let's begin with something we've all encountered: the barbed compliment. It's a peculiar thing. You receive what appears to be praise, but as the words sink in, you start to feel an uncomfortable prickle, a sense that there's more to this compliment than meets the eye. This is a classic example of a barbed compliment, where the praise is laced with envy or resentment. Stoicism teaches us to look beyond the surface of such interactions and question the intention behind the words. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminds us that true happiness comes from within, not from the validation of others. He warns against becoming too attached to praise because often it's not the praise itself that matters, but the intent behind it. Imagine a scenario. You've just received a promotion at work, something you've worked hard for. A colleague congratulates you, but they say something like, "You're so lucky to have gotten that promotion. Most people would kill for an opportunity like that." On the surface, it seems like a compliment, but the word lucky stands out. It subtly suggests that your success is due to chance rather than your hard work and abilities. This is envy, wrapped in the guise of praise. To navigate this, Stoicism advises us to focus on our own internal sense of worth. When you recognize a barbed compliment, don't let it undermine your confidence. Instead, see it for what it is, a reflection of the other person's insecurities, not a measure of your success. By maintaining a strong sense of self and grounding your happiness in your own virtues, you can let these barbed compliments slide off your back, preserving your peace of mind. Number 2. Selective support. Next, we move on to selective support, a behavior that's as insidious as it is common. We all have people in our lives who are eager to support us when things are going well, but who suddenly become distant or even critical when we're facing challenges. This selective support is often rooted in envy or insecurity. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, emphasized the importance of consistency and integrity in relationships. True friends, he believed, are those who stand by us in both good times and bad, offering unwavering support, regardless of the circumstances. But what happens when someone's support seems to depend on whether your success benefits them or not? Consider this real-life example. You have a friend who is always excited to hear about your achievements, especially when they're small or manageable. They're the first to congratulate you when you get a new job or when you achieve something modest. But when you achieve something truly significant, something that sets you apart, They become distant. They no longer celebrate your success, and you start to feel their absence during your most challenging times. This kind of selective support is a red flag. It suggests that the person's affection is conditional based on how your success impacts their self-image or social standing. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of such behaviors and to value relationships that are based on genuine, unconditional support. By recognizing selective support for what it is, you can choose to invest your emotional energy in relationships that are truly reciprocal, where support is offered freely and consistently, regardless of the circumstances. Number 3. The body betrays. Words can be deceptive, but the body rarely lies. Have you ever noticed that someone's body language doesn't quite match their words? Perhaps they're congratulating you, but their smile is strained, their eyes don't meet yours, or their posture is stiff and uncomfortable. This is the body betraying hidden emotions, emotions that words alone might not reveal. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of self-awareness and the ability to interpret non-verbal cues. He taught that while we cannot control the actions or feelings of others, we can control how we perceive and respond to them. This is particularly important when it comes to recognizing envy and deceit. Let's take a closer look at how this plays out in real life. Imagine you're sharing good news with a colleague, a new job, a personal achievement, something you're genuinely proud of. They congratulate you, but as they speak, you notice that their smile is forced, their tone lacks warmth, and their body is angled away from you, as if they're ready to leave. These subtle cues can reveal that their congratulations are less about celebrating your success and more about masking their discomfort or envy. Stoicism teaches us to pay attention to these non-verbal signals, as they often provide a clearer picture of someone's true feelings than their words do. By honing your ability to read body language, you can better discern when someone's outward friendliness hides deeper, more negative emotions. This awareness allows you to navigate social interactions with greater confidence, protecting your emotional well-being by recognizing when someone's intentions aren't as positive as they appear. Number 4. The poisons of comparison. Envy often arises from comparison, when someone measures their own worth against yours and feels they fall short. This poisonous mindset can lead to subtle acts of sabotage, belittlement, or even outright hostility. Stoicism teaches us to resist the urge to compare ourselves to others, focusing instead on our own path and personal growth. Seneca, ever the wise counselor, warned that we suffer more from our imagination than from reality. This is particularly true when it comes to envy. The comparisons that fuel envy are often based on distorted perceptions, on fantasies rather than facts. When someone envies you, it's usually because they imagine that your success diminishes their own worth, even though this couldn't be further from the truth. Think of a time when you achieved something significant, a promotion, a new relationship, or a personal milestone. You might notice that some people start to distance themselves from you, or worse, they begin to downplay your achievements. They might make comments like, "Well, it's easy for you, you've always had it good," or "Anyone could do that if they had your resources." These comments are designed to undermine your success by suggesting that it's not as valuable or hard-earned as it actually is. The Stoic response to this is to stay focused on your own journey. Marcus Aurelius advised us to concentrate on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and the values we choose to live by. By doing so, you can rise above the comparisons that others make, maintaining your inner peace and self-worth regardless of what others think or say. Remember, your journey is your own, and no one else's opinion can diminish the value of your achievements. Number 5. The seeds of discord. Envy has a way of sowing discord in even the most harmonious relationships. It starts small, maybe a casual remark, a bit of gossip, but over time, these seeds of discord can grow into significant rifts. Stoicism, with its focus on reason and emotional resilience, equips us to recognize when envy is at work and to prevent it from disrupting our lives. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of staying focused on what's within our control. He believed that by maintaining clarity of thought and purpose, we can avoid getting caught up in the drama that envy creates. When we recognize that someone is trying to stir up trouble, whether through gossip, passive-aggressive behavior, or outright conflict, we can choose to respond with calm and reason rather than getting drawn into their negativity. Imagine a work environment where a colleague feels threatened by your success. They start to spread rumors, questioning your competence, or suggesting that you're not as deserving of your achievements as others think. This creates a toxic atmosphere where others begin to doubt you and tensions rise. The Stoic approach to this situation is to remain calm and steadfast in your actions. Focus on doing your job well, maintaining your integrity, and not getting drawn into the negativity. By choosing not to engage in the discord, you protect your own peace of mind and set an example for others. Over time, the truth will become evident, and the seeds of discord will wither without fertile ground to grow in. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control others' actions, but we can control how we respond to them. By choosing reason over reaction, you maintain your emotional resilience and ensure that envy does not take root in your life. Number 6. The Siren Song of Flattery. Flattery is seductive. It feels good to be praised, to be told that we're special, talented, or exceptional. But Stoicism teaches us to be wary of excessive flattery, as it often hides ulterior motives. Flattery can be a tool for manipulation, used to gain favor or control over us. Epictetus cautioned against letting others' opinions define our self-worth. He believed that genuine praise is specific and sincere, while flattery is often vague, overblown, and meant to disarm us. It's important to recognize when someone is using flattery to influence us, rather than offering genuine appreciation. Consider a situation where a new acquaintance showers you with compliments. "You're a genius. Everything you do is amazing." While this might feel good at first, it's important to ask yourself, what does this person stand to gain from flattering me? Are they trying to win my trust too quickly? Are they looking to manipulate me into doing something that benefits them? Stoicism advises us to be cautious in these situations. By applying Stoic discernment, you can appreciate genuine praise without being swayed by excessive flattery. Focus on your own sense of self-worth, grounded in your values and actions, rather than in the opinions of others. This will help you navigate social interactions with greater clarity, ensuring that you don't fall prey to those who would use flattery to manipulate or deceive you. Number 7. Diminishing your light. Have you ever shared an accomplishment with someone only to have them downplay your success or attribute it to luck? This tactic, known as diminishing your light, is a subtle form of envy. It's an attempt to make you question your worth and the value of your achievements. Stoicism teaches us to take pride in our accomplishments and not let others diminish our sense of self-worth. Epictetus reminds us that our efforts and virtues are what truly matter, not the opinions of others. When someone tries to undermine your success, it's important to recognize that this behavior reflects their own insecurities, not the reality of your achievements. Imagine you've worked hard to achieve a personal goal, whether it's a promotion, a creative project, or a personal milestone. You share your success with a friend, but instead of celebrating with you, They make a comment like, "Wow, you're so lucky that everything just falls into place for you." This statement, while seemingly harmless, subtly suggests that your success is due to external factors rather than your own hard work and determination. The Stoic response is to stand firm in your accomplishments. Recognize that your success is a result of your efforts, your perseverance, and your virtues. Don't let others diminish your light. Instead, continue to take pride in your achievements, knowing that they are a true reflection of your character and commitment. By doing so, you maintain your confidence and ensure that your inner light continues to shine brightly. Number 8. Broken promises and shifting sands. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. But what happens when someone repeatedly breaks their promises? This behavior is a sign of unreliability, and Stoicism teaches us to judge people by their actions rather than their words. Marcus Aurelius believed that integrity is key to any relationship. When someone consistently fails to keep their commitments, it's a sign that their intentions may not be as genuine as they seem. This can be particularly harmful when we rely on that person, whether it's in a personal or professional context. Consider a scenario where a colleague promises to help you with a project, but repeatedly cancels or fails to deliver. Over time, you start to realize that their promises are just empty words, and you can't rely on them when it counts. Stoicism teaches us to recognize this pattern and protect ourselves from the emotional harm that comes with broken promises. By being mindful of someone's actions rather than their words, you can better assess their true character. If you notice a pattern of unreliability, it may be time to reevaluate the relationship and set boundaries to protect yourself. Stoicism encourages us to surround ourselves with people who are dependable and trustworthy, as these are the relationships that will truly support our growth and well-being. Number 9. The needy heart. Some people's need for constant validation can be emotionally draining, and Stoicism teaches us to cultivate emotional independence. This means not relying on others for our sense of self-worth and being mindful of those who seek validation at the expense of our own energy. Seneca warned that those who constantly seek approval are often the most vulnerable to manipulation. If you find yourself in a relationship where someone's neediness is overwhelming, it's important to set boundaries. This doesn't mean cutting the person out of your life, but rather protecting your own emotional well-being. Imagine a friend who constantly seeks reassurance, always needing to be told that they're doing well or that they're valued. While it's natural to want to support our friends, this can become emotionally exhausting if it's a constant demand. Over time, you may start to feel drained, as if your energy is being sapped by their need for validation. Stoicism teaches us to recognize when this dynamic is at play and to set healthy boundaries. By practicing Stoic self-awareness, you can maintain your emotional resilience and ensure that your energy is not depleted by others' insecurities. It's important to support others, but not at the expense of your own well-being. Number 10. The whispers of intuition. Have you ever had a gut feeling that something wasn't right, even though everything seemed fine on the surface? This is your intuition speaking, and Stoicism teaches us to trust it. Intuition is a powerful guide that can help us discern truth from falsehood, even when logic alone isn't enough. Epictetus emphasized the importance of using both reason and intuition to make well-informed decisions. He believed that intuition, when combined with Stoic reasoning, can lead to greater clarity and understanding in our relationships. Consider a situation where you meet someone new and they seem friendly and charming, but something about them just doesn't feel right. Perhaps it's the way they look at you or the way they speak. Even though their behavior seems perfectly normal, your intuition is telling you to be cautious. Stoicism teaches us to listen to these inner whispers. While it's important to apply reason and logic, intuition can often reveal what the conscious mind might overlook. By trusting your gut feelings and combining them with Stoic discernment, you can navigate social interactions with greater confidence and avoid potential pitfalls. Number 11. Sharing wisdom wisely. In today's world, where information is so easily shared, it's important to practice discretion. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of who we confide in and what we share, as not everyone will handle this information with care. Seneca advised that we should not reveal our weaknesses to just anyone. He believed that discretion is key to protecting ourselves from those who might use our vulnerabilities against us. When you choose to share something personal, it's important to consider the trustworthiness and character of the person you're confiding in. Imagine you're going through a difficult time and you decide to confide in a colleague or acquaintance. You share your struggles, hoping for support and understanding. But later, you find out that this person has shared your personal information with others, exaggerating the details or using it to gossip. This is why Stoicism emphasizes the importance of sharing wisdom wisely. Before you confide in someone, consider their past behavior. Have they shown themselves to be trustworthy? Are they empathetic and discreet? By exercising Stoic wisdom, you can protect yourself from those who might use your vulnerability against you. Number 12. Boundaries. Setting boundaries is essential for maintaining emotional health, and Stoicism provides a strong foundation for doing so. Epictetus taught that happiness and freedom begin with understanding what we can control and what we cannot. In relationships, this means recognizing when it's necessary to set limits to protect your well-being. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They're about creating a healthy space for yourself where you can thrive without being overwhelmed by the demands or negativity of others. This is especially important when dealing with toxic behavior or manipulative individuals. Consider a situation where a friend or family member is constantly negative or draining. They might criticize you, demand too much of your time, or make you feel guilty for not meeting their expectations. Over time, this can take a toll on your emotional health, leaving you feeling exhausted and resentful. Stoicism teaches us that it's okay to set boundaries to protect our well-being. This might mean limiting your interactions with this person, being clear about what you're willing to tolerate, or even stepping back from the relationship if necessary. By setting boundaries, you create a space where you can focus on your own growth and happiness, free from the emotional burden of others. Number 13. Cultivating the garden. Just as a gardener tends to a flourishing garden, Stoicism encourages us to cultivate our social environment with care. Marcus Aurelius advised us to surround ourselves with people who inspire and support us, as these relationships are the most effective antidote to envy and falsehood. In life, the people we choose to spend time with can have a profound impact on our well-being. Positive, supportive relationships act like the sun and rain in a garden. They nourish our growth and help us to flourish. Conversely, toxic relationships are like weeds. They can choke our potential and drain our energy. Imagine your social circle as a garden. Are there people who uplift you, who challenge you to be better, who support you when you need it? These are the flowers in your garden, and they deserve your attention and care. But what about the people who consistently bring you down, who drain your energy, or who spread negativity? These are the weeds, and they must be managed carefully. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of the relationships we nurture. By surrounding ourselves with those who reflect our values and encourage our growth, we create a supportive network that nourishes our well-being. Remember, a garden full of life requires attention and intention, so be mindful of the relationships you cultivate. As we've explored these 13 ways to recognize envy and falsehood in others, it's clear that the wisdom of Stoicism offers powerful tools to protect your peace of mind and strengthen your relationships. By applying these principles, you can navigate the complexities of social dynamics with grace and confidence, ensuring that your connections are based on authenticity and mutual respect. Remember, the path of Stoicism is not just about avoiding negativity, but about cultivating a life of virtue, resilience, and inner peace. If you found this exploration of Stoic philosophy helpful, I invite you to subscribe for more insights that can help transform your life. And please, share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How has Stoicism helped you navigate your own challenges? Together, we can continue to learn and grow on this journey of self-improvement and wisdom.